The city that outpaces Hartford and New Haven in retail sales. The city with the largest labor force in Connecticut and the leading number of manufacturing firms. The city with a higher per capita income, a larger percentage of owner-occupied homes, and greater spending power than either Hartford or New Haven. Connecticut's largest city and its most productive, located just an hour from Manhattan, offering some of the region's choice real estate locations for commercial, industrial, and retail growth. And a new economy combining the strength of its industrial roots with a transition to diversified services. That city is Bridgeport. It's a city that held the patent on American 19th century industrial genius and has since served as a mecca for inventors and entrepreneurs. It's the city that gave the world its greatest showman, P.T. Barnum, and his legacy lives in the city's arts and civic life today. It's the city whose prodigious wartime production made it the arsenal of democracy and a leader in the country's aeronautical, munitions, and machine tool industries. It's a city that continues to put its Yankee ingenuity to work alongside a new service economy, reflecting its emergence as a legal and financial center. The industrial skyline of I-95 gave it a gritty city image of a tough past and an uncertain future. That image fails to reflect the city's underlying stability and quality of life. In fact, Bridgeport has seeded the growth of some of the nation's wealthiest suburbs, and it continues to play a vital role in providing energy, transportation, and financial and medical services to Fairfield County residents. New efforts to build public-private partnerships are already reshaping the city's downtown and its image. Bridgeport Center, the new corporate home of People's Bank, has set the standards for quality and growth in the city's changing skyline. Designed by internationally acclaimed architect Richard Meyer, the 500,000 square foot complex respects the past while proclaiming the city's emergence as the fourth largest financial service center in New England. Mechanics and Farmers, Connecticut National Bank, Lafayette Bank, and Wright Financial Services are all expanding or building new homes in downtown Bridgeport. The city boasts an inventory of building sites and renovated structures that offer prime locations, often at half the cost of Stamford or New York. Hotels such as the new $24 million Hilton, the refurbished Days Hotel, and other projects have prompted a new confidence in the city's future. Bridgeport is positioned for growth at the crossroads of major shipping, rail, air traffic, and highway networks. And the Greater Bridgeport Transit District provides bus service to Bridgeport and surrounding suburbs. Located on I-95, America's Main Street, Bridgeport is also traversed by the Merritt Parkway, Route 8, and the Route 25 connector to Interstate 84, providing major arteries to New York, New Haven, Boston, and points beyond. Its natural deep water harbor accepts ocean-going and container vessels and provides abundant warehouse facilities. Metro North serves Bridgeport area commuters with trains to Stamford, New York, and New Haven. Amtrak counts Bridgeport as a regional stop for Metroliner Express service to Boston, Washington, and the scenic Montrealer run. Sikorsky Airport serves corporate aircraft and sends regularly scheduled flights to Philadelphia, Boston, Washington, New York, and other cities through links with Continental, Delta, Business Express, and United Airlines. The Port Jefferson Ferry offers year-round car, tour bus, and passenger service between Long Island and Bridgeport. Bridgeport is the gateway to the Sound and a quick trip to New York and Boston cultural centers. The city also numbers 2 quality museums and a first-class symphony orchestra of its own. It is a city of neighborhoods with homes that reflect every period of American history. Bridgeport offers quality units in every price range, from affordable condos and starter homes to some of the area's finest residences. Bridgeport is the home of 4 major higher learning institutions and numerous private, business, and vocational schools. The city benefits from 3 hospitals, 2 of them major teaching institutions that provide sophisticated diagnostic and treatment technology. Bridgeport has over 1,300 acres of parkland, a 36-hole municipal golf course, and the state's only zoo. And above it all is Bridgeport's privileged location on Long Island Sound. The 2.5-mile seaside park offers the longest stretch of sandy beach in the state, and Captain's Cove and other marinas have helped Bridgeporters rediscover the pleasures of life on the Sound. The city's most important resource remains its people. The ethnic diversity has added to the cultural richness and commercial vitality of Fairfield County. And Bridgeport's workforce of more than 67,000 provides skill at every organizational level. The Bridgeport of the past and the Bridgeport of the future come together in those people living and working here today. People willing to follow an idea and see how it works. People who know how to see opportunities rather than problems. Kay Williams took a no-man's land of rotting docks and neglected waterfront and turned it into a restaurant, marina, and retail complex that is becoming one of the state's leading tourist attractions.
We've been watching the tide go in and out for years here, and let me tell you, it's, I think, again, I've said this before, I think Bridgeport's going to be as exciting at the turn of this century as it was in its previous, and it's going to be very exciting to be here in the turn of the century.
John O'Connell turned the abandoned Levine Coat Factory into first-class office space.
We've been investing in Bridgeport for almost 10 years now. We saw the surge of market demand moving further east in Fairfield County to the Bridgeport area, and adding those things up, we felt there was a proven risk.
George Bellinger saw the potential in the city's old factories and minority labor force. His business manufactures vital electronic assemblies for the NASA space shuttle.
We find that for high tech, we have a group of trained workers available here in Bridgeport, and we found it a very good climate.
Victor Kayam is the guy who liked the razor so much, he bought the company. He also kept it in Bridgeport, where it has grown and prospered.
We have a labor force who are highly skilled, who have been here on an average over 10 years, and this is amazing when you consider that we've doubled the employment more than doubled the employment over the last few years.
Dave Carson made the decision to build the headquarters of New England's largest savings institution in downtown Bridgeport.
We've been downtown here for a long while, and as we've grown and expanded, we recognize that another important crossroads was here, both for the city as well as for the bank. At the time that happened, we were fortunate. We had a lot of people who also captured that vision, a vision that this was a great financial center in New England and could continue to be.
Mary Moran became the first woman mayor in Bridgeport's 150-year history. She believes in Bridgeport and its people, and she says the best is yet to come.
The timing for Bridgeport is now. We're talking about streamlining the process for bringing in business, factories, and industry. We have the workforce, we have the homes, we have the location. Bridgeport is going to be the shining star in Fairfield County in just a few short years.